Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into the world of Virat Kohli, the Indian cricket superstar. You've pulled together some really interesting material on him.
That's right. Yeah, the idea is to look at what makes him tick. Not just the talent, but the discipline and transformation behind it all.
Okay, so for anyone listening who wonders what peak performance really looks like, Kohli's story seems like a great case study.
Definitely, we're focusing on how things like fitness and sheer discipline played a huge role.
So let's dive in. The information points to a pretty significant shift for him, maybe around 2013, 2014. What exactly happened there?
Yeah, that period seems crucial. It looks like Kohli made a very conscious, deliberate choice to really overhaul his fitness. He was always talented, obviously, but maybe not at his absolute physical peak earlier on.
Mhm.
And deciding to prioritize that physical side, well, it seems like that was a real game changer for him.
And we're not talking small changes, are we? The sources mention some like really strict rules he set for himself.
Oh, absolutely. Very strict. He moved towards a diet that's mostly plant-based. He cut out processed foods entirely, sugar, fried stuff, basically all the junk.
Wow.
The focus shifted hard towards high protein, clean eating. Salads, quinoa, lentils, vegetables, lean protein, that kind of thing.
And the sources mention something about cheat days, or rather the lack of them.
Exactly. It seems there were practically no cheat days,
Yeah.
even during big festivals or when he was on tour. That level of commitment, it's pretty rare, even for top athletes.
That is intense. And it wasn't just food, right?
Yeah,
His training sounds like it went up a few notches too.
for sure. He started training, well, like an absolute elite athlete across any sport. Regular, heavy strength training, lots of conditioning work for power, speed, endurance.
Right.
The material mentions him scoring really high on the yo-yo test too, which, measures that repeated sprintability that's so vital in cricket.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, if you want to be the best, you have to train like the best.
Precisely. That quote sums it up perfectly.
Okay, so there's the physical side, which is clearly massive. But what about the mental game? The sources touch on his discipline there too.
Yeah, and they seem totally connected, don't they? The mental discipline feeds the physical and vice versa. Things like getting to bed early, avoiding late nights and distractions,
Makes sense.
and practices like meditation, visualization, techniques to keep his focus razor sharp despite all the fame and, the pressure cooker of international cricket.
And this personal discipline, it didn't just stay personal, did it? Especially when he became captain.
No, it definitely had a ripple effect. He really led by example and kind of sparked a fitness revolution in the Indian team.
How so?
Well, making things like the yo-yo test mandatory, that was a big statement. It basically raised the bar for everyone. His high standards sort of became the team's baseline expectation. It pushed the whole squad.
Okay, so if we connect these dots, the intense physical training, the strict diet, the mental focus, how did that translate into his actual career, his performance on the field?
Well, the link seems pretty clear, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's probably a huge reason for his incredible consistency and his longevity in the game. Cricket is demanding physically.
Right.
To perform at that level year after year, that takes more than just talent. It takes that underlying structure of discipline and fitness. It's about staying at the peak for a long, long time.
And beyond his own stats, the material suggests he's had a wider influence too.
Yeah, a few things stand out. Some suggest he played a role in making Test cricket, the long format, maybe more appealing or popular again.
Interesting.
And he's definitely shown younger athletes that, fitness isn't just an add-on, it's fundamental. That true consistency comes from that inner drive, that discipline.
Hmm. And there's that contrast people mention, super intense on the field, but apparently quite humble off it.
Right. That adds another layer to his persona as an icon.
So wrapping this up, this deep dive into Kohli really underlines how powerful that combination of physical dedication and mental toughness can be. It's not just about God-given talent.
Not at all. It's about the choices made every single day. That commitment seems to be the foundation for achieving and, crucially, sustaining that kind of excellence.
It's the whole package, mind and body working together, constantly reinforced.
Exactly.
So thinking about Kohli's example, maybe for our listeners, what's just one small area in your own life where applying a bit more consistent discipline could, over time,